Hey, everybody over in Comic Timing Land. This is your co-host, non-co-host, co-host. That's double the co-host. This is a special edition of BKs Bullets. I've been reading a whole bunch of comics. A lot of them not DC anymore. I'm trying to spread myself out there. I recently read Invincible 1 through 47, and I'm really excited about this series, so I want to talk about it. So I figured, hey, let me see if I can do this in under 8 minutes, and maybe Ian will put it out there just as a little thing. Maybe we can release it midweek or something, just to tide you guys over, something like that. Because I know it's taken a little bit of time for Ian to edit those episodes down, but I gotta tell you, 56 is a blast. So hopefully this will come out in between part 1 and part 2. But just give Ian some time. He's doing he's 2 podcasts now. I don't know how he's doing Geek Speak Report. But if I can put out some 10-minute BK's Bullets every now and then to tide you guys over, then hey, what the hell, right? So let's talk Invincible. 1 through 47, basically, it's pretty much current. I'm going to issue a giant spoiler warning. If you have not read Invincible yet and you want to wait, then I would just say turn this off now and go listen to something else. Because I'm so excited about this series. I want to talk about everything. And basically, I'm going to be talking to myself for 10 minutes, hopefully. So it's written by Robert Kirkman, who the only thing I've read from him was the first Walking Dead trade, and that was pretty good. This first story arc, Invincible, I think it runs through 1 through 5, maybe, is pretty. It's okay. I was impressed. When you start out, it's kind of a weird start the way it goes, because it just starts out and they kind of read like one and done stories. Like number 1, he gets his costume, he finds out his powers, stuff like that, and then he goes on an adventure. Number 2 doesn't pick up right where number 1 left off. Sometimes it'll pick up a couple days after, maybe a couple months, weeks. But the real cool thing about this title is that time passes. Like if you're reading from one issue to the next, maybe a month will go through. In between the issues, stuff like that, where Invincible hasn't had to go had any super adventures or anything like that. And another cool thing is that he's not trapped in high school. Yes, he starts out in high school, it's his senior year. In the matter of 17 issues, he graduates. And then he goes to college in issue 20 or something like that. So he literally gets 2 months off, just like regular college students do, 2 or 3, and then goes to school, and then is a superhero in college. And to me, that's really damn cool. After that, though, I think the time in the series kind of slows down because there are a bunch of cliffhangers where it picks up right after the other one. But the fact that he's not stuck in high school and he probably won't be stuck in college is a really cool element to this series that no other superhero series out there has. Blue Beetle, I want to compare this to Blue Beetle right now or even Blue Beetle to this, because this is older than Blue Beetle. It's got that same type of funky, fun, young feel. Although I will not say that this book is for everybody. This is not. Yes, it's not a kid's book. Let me just say that it's an adult book. But let me define that. What I mean. There's no cussing. There's no explicit sex or anything like that. But there is violence. There is gore. There's a lot of blood. And just the fight scenes sometimes can reach insurmountable levels, and people's arms are getting ripped off. They're getting cut in half. They're bloodied up, stuff like that. So if you're a squeamish person, every couple of issues or so, this book is not going to be for you. But so let me just say that this is not something you give to your kid to read, but this is something that you could give to like a middle schooler or a high schooler, and they would enjoy. All right, there's one issue in Invincible. I want to say, let me try and think which one it is here. I want to say it's in like number 22. It's about the middle of the series, where Mark is with his girlfriend, and they want to get closer and better know each other. Basically, they want to have sex. So they don't get started, but they're making out and stuff. And then it's really funny. This narration box pops up and is like, well, let's give these folks a little time and catch up with some of our other players. So it goes and talks about this alien who patrols the universe and stuff like that. And we see his thing, and then he goes home. The alien goes home, meets his girlfriend, and they get it on. And then we got to pull back even more. And then there's like 3 panels where we're just waiting for like one people to finish up, whether Mark to finish up or the alien guy, and then we can continue on with our story. That's a really good issue. That's the best thing about it. There's a lot of humor in here. It is a serious book, but it's not too serious. Sort of like Blue Beetle. So I guess I enjoyed this so much is because I could read this and it felt like I was reading Blue Beetle, but almost just as good, if not better. Anyway, so the first 5 or 6 issues are drawn by Cory Walker. All these written by Robert Kirkman. And Cory Walker, his art's kind of stiff. Well, it's not stiff. It certainly looks actiony, but it's a little more angular and a little less detailed, I would say, as to the later penciler, Ryan Otley. And once he jumps on with the issue 7 or 8 or something, this book just kicks into high gear, and I swear to God, it is so awesome. I had never seen any of Ryan Otley's art. I've seen a couple of Invincible covers, but I really hadn't looked at the actual pages and stuff. But once I started reading this, oh my God, it was just amazing. It's good, clean art. It's it's not hyper stylized. It's kind of like an old style. It's really good. So basically, let me give you the gist of it here in another 2 minutes or so. Invincible, his name is Mark Grayson. He's a superhero. His dad is a superhero named Omni-Man. And Omni-Man is the Superman of this world. He's the head of the JLA. But he ends up killing everybody and turns out to be an alien. Well, we know he's an alien, but it turns out his alien culture takes over other alien cultures, and he was sent here to basically weaken Earth so that when his race of people showed up, they would be ready for hostile takeover. And the word for it is we better their environment by giving them technology and stuff like that. So basically, around I guess issue 11, Mark's dad tells him this, and Mark says, "What the hell? I'm not gonna do this. There's no way." And then there's a big, long, drag-out fight where his dad just literally beats the ever-living snot out of him, and it's an awesome fight. And that's issue 11. And it gets better from there. There's some supporting characters, Adam Eve, which is basically Mark's kind of love interest. She likes him, he kind of likes her but doesn't know it yet, and he's dating some other girl. There's a teen super team, and once the Global Guardians are killed, this teen super team becomes a new set of Global Guardians, and it just goes on from there. There's a guy, Robot, who initially is a robot, but this robot is serving this weird looking fetus type thing, and then there's this whole body switching, and the fetus becomes the real guy, and the real guy controls the robot, and but there's something up with him though. We don't know if he's evil or not, because he keeps going, it's just the beginning of phase 2 and stuff like that. So that's cool. And then once Mark's dad, basically at the end of the fight, Mark's dad can't bring himself to kill his son, so he flies off crying, and you don't see him for another 15 issues. After that point, this guy from the government, Cecil, comes by, gives Mark a pager and an earpiece in his ear, and Mark is now the resident superhero for the entire Earth because he's so powerful. He can fly, he's got super strength and super speed, and I think that's about it. There's no heat vision, super breath, or anything like that. He's just basically invincible. So whenever something's going down in the world, Cecil will radio in Mark's ear or give him a page or something, so that's his excuse to get out of class or anything like that. He gets a page or something like that, and then he'll fly off and save the world and stuff like that. Eventually, we get to there's a bigger plot with Mark's alien race called the Volturians or something like that. Anyway, Mark meets his dad once again, and his dad has taken over a new planet instead of Earth, and it's this planet of alien praying mantis bug type things, and they only live for 9 months, so he's been the supreme ruler for a whole, a long time for them, over the matter of a month, you know what I mean? And then it turns out he's already had another son, so Mark has his half-brother. He's half Volturian and half alien, something like that, but he looks almost human except for his skin color. His skin color is this blue-purple type thing. And then it turns out that the other people of his dad's race, like from the Empire. They show up. They have a big, long, drag-out fight. Mark has to take his half-brother home, try and convince his heartbroken mom, who's been like an alcoholic up to this point, after she found out that her husband said he never loved her. And there's this whole thing. I mean, guys, this is a book that you need to jump on. I know there are a couple of trades out, maybe like 6 volumes or something like that. I know there's like a huge hardcover with maybe 25 issues, something like that. The Ultimate Invincible Collection, or there's 2 smaller hardcovers with like 13 issues each. You know, I can't just recommend this enough. These 47 issues, go out, get them next time you get a big lump of money that you just want to spend. Go out, get the trade, something like that, get caught up, because it's just rocketing along, and now we're getting to the point where Mark thinks that his dad's race is coming at any time to take over Earth. And it's just really, really cool, and I can't recommend this enough. I ran over my 8 minutes. I was trying to do it all in one song because I'm going to put background music in here, but that didn't work, so I'll just have something else. So you might have 2 really weird songs in here anyway. So thanks guys for listening and listening to me rant about how awesome this book is. I loved every single issue of it, and I can't wait for the next ones to come out. So you guys, if you get a spare moment in your comic life, or you just want to give up a title and catch up on something new and something great, check out Invincible. It will be worth your time and your money, and you'll thank me. Alright, so I'll see you guys around on Comic Timing, and listen to the DC stuff. I'm going to put all the DC stuff over on Raging Bullets because I started out for them, so I'm going to keep doing that. I'm not going to totally separate. But maybe, you know, from time to time, you guys will get another 15-10-minute segment from me. And basically, I'm just going to record these and put them up unedited and put some background music and be done. So hopefully you guys will get this in between 56 part 1 and 2. If not, I hope you enjoyed all of 56. I really enjoyed just recording that one. Basically, those 4 guys, John, Bob, Bill, and Tiki, they just hijacked the show for me and Ian. You could probably tell when you're listening to it, but oh my god, it was such an amazing show just to listen to these guys. They were so passionate about online ordering and, you know, which is better, the comic shop or online, and, you know, they really believe in everything they say. And that was the one episode where I thought, you know, wow, this is going to be really fun for other people to listen to, because I bet their jaws are going to be hitting the floor, because those guys were just going at it, even though we were just having a great time. It was a ball, it was a blast. So thank you 4 guys for showing out in spades with your enthusiasm for that episode. So hopefully me and Ian will, or Ian and I, because he's the boss, right? We'll get some more episodes like that and put them out for you guys. I'll see you around. Thanks.